What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some New Order. And indeed, as you can see, not only did I get New Order's 1981 album Movement on vinyl, but I also got a t-shirt. I want to give a big shout out to Erik, a major friend of the channel, already sent me a physical copy of a Best Of CD from Marie Fredriksson, as well as the vinyl copy of Electronic's first album, which does remind me that Deep Dive is stalled out. I don't think I finished their second album, so if that's the case, I will try to get back to that soon. But yeah, we'll go into 1981 and Movement. I think the New Order Blue Monday reaction is maybe the first synth-pop reaction I ever did, and while I don't remember exactly what I said in that reaction, yeah, it's just that tune I've known for a very long time. I had that record for a very long time, but generally speaking, I don't know their larger catalog. So obviously, once I began reacting to electronic, people were talking more about the progression of the group New Order, but then also Sumner's involvement with Johnny Marr and electronic, and I don't remember all of those details. Some of those comments and those videos were months or even like a year back, but ultimately I'm keen to now get a larger sense of who they were and perhaps provide some pre-electronic context for Sumner. So bottom line, excited to go through this. The first tune on the back here, I have to point out, it says that the album was assisted by John and Flood. I don't know if that's the same Flood who later worked with Depeche Mode, but if so, that's a cool crossover. But the first tune is Dreams Never End. It's an interesting title, and the essence of a dream in most contexts is that they do end. So whether you're talking an actual sleeping true dream or a waking daydream, a reverie, the idea is that there's some reality, some true existence waiting for you to return to. And whatever one might think about dreams, whether they speak to our hopes and our ambitions, some people imbue them with metaphysical import, meaning they could be true indicators of things that are going to happen, or insight provided by the forces that be. They are ultimately distinct from, again, a more real or concrete reality. So I wonder what would happen if dreams never end. I suppose we could make a reference to Hamlet and shuffling off this mortal coil, to die, to dream, aye, there's the rub. But I guess we will find out what Sumner and co. have to say about it. This is New Order from their album Movement, 1981. I'm not sure what the Fact 50 is all about. It's like on the sleeve and it's on the record label, as well as the shirt, of course. Either way, I'm not sure quite what to make of it, but I look forward to hearing any insight you guys can provide. In any case, here we go. New Order. The tune is Dreams Never End, and it's from their 1981 album Movement. 45 or 33? I guess we'll know quickly. I think we're good. Feels more like a new wave rock tune. Come in even bigger. I'm trying to figure out where the level is. It feels like we're waiting for something here. Oh yeah. Getting like Flock of Seagull, maybe Echo and the Bunnymen vibes a bit. It's a bit different than what I was expecting, maybe. Not that I was expecting Blue Monday. his vocals are like, they're sort of embedded within the sonics, so they're not always clearly distinguishable. But yeah, that line at the beginning, something about he comes as quick as morphine, and something about entering dreams. So, yeah, I wonder if he's a personification of dreams, or whether it's about a metaphorical rendering of human actions. Either way, as I was saying, like I was catching some bits and bobs here and there, but overall the vocals, like they weren't. And maybe this was a deliberate part of the composition in that, when you're in a dream, and I actually don't dream nearly as much as I used to. I like once or twice a week, maybe I recall any of my dreams. I'm sure I dream every night, but I don't recall them as much as I used to. So, which I've mentioned this before, but like I have this history of having weirdly mundane dreams. Like I'll be in my real kitchen, and I'll like, oh, I'm making a sandwich, and it for all the world, it feels like a real thing. And then, like, while I'm making the sandwich, I'll wake up and be like, the hell was the point of that dream? Like, I could just go do that right now. There's nothing, significant about that. So I don't tend to have overly elaborate dreams. But yeah, it's an interesting thing where, like, if someone's behavior, or, like, someone talking to you in a dream, there's always that, like, am I hearing, like, you don't hear words per se, you get a sense of what they're saying, but the specifics are always hazy. And like people's faces, same thing, where it's like you know it to be a certain person, but maybe like as you know that, you also are aware that they don't look like they should look. Like, yeah, I don't know if everyone has these experiences, but that's kind of the thing when I dream, whereas like I can't quite make out details about things even though I have a sense of what they are. So maybe, again, with the vocals, it was the idea of, they're sort of embedded because it's this hazy, like, there's no clarity. But either way, a cool opener and a track that, again, it's making me think of Flock of Seagulls. Echo and the Bunnymen, I'd say by the end, is the closest comparison. Maybe even a bit of, like, early Duran, which has a lot of that, like, new wave rock type of feel. So yeah, not, again, that I thought everything they're going to do will always sound like Blue Monday. I certainly didn't think that, but trying to recall what some people had said. It was early in some of my deep dives. Certainly it was like near the beginning of the electronic deep dive when people were commenting about Sumner and him working with Marr and what New Order had done before that. I think people were talking about Yes in the same breath. So either way, I'll have to try to go back to some of those comments, and I await what people have to say about this. But either way, cool to go through a new vinyl. So once again, shout out to Erik. You are massively appreciated. Let me know what you think of this. I will see you next time. Peace.